Hello there, and welcome back to Star Citizen. For those who are longtime subscribers of the channel, yes, I am back. I have had some health issues that have kept me from recording for a while, but those are starting to improve, so hopefully I'll be creating some more content much more often in the near future. And for those who might have stumbled on this channel fresh, thank you for coming. If you guys would like to, please subscribe. I'll have that down here somewhere in the bottom corner. And if everyone would like the video, that'd be appreciated as well. If you are here and you are for some reason not already a member of the Star Citizen community, there'll be a link up in the top of the screen with a referral code. You can use that to get some extra starting money in game, and as well, you'll be able to help out the channel a bit there. Each of those referrals adds to my total and helps me get some more free stuff that I'll be able to try out and show on the channel. So thank you very much, and let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, so here we are. We are waking up in our hab in New Beverage. We made sure to log out here before Fleet Week started so we could begin. The face over IP is still being really strange, but we'll roll with it and see if it gets any better as we go. So, just gonna quickly have a change of outfit here. No need for wearing armor to the showroom. We'll just flick through here, get rid of the stuff we don't need. Yep, definitely wear the Misc hat for the moment. As you can see in the picture, the face cam, we've done some more changing since, but you'll catch most of that within this video. I am recording the audio after the fact so that it's a little bit easier on the editing. There we go, nice jacket. We've got our Carrick t-shirt for the moment. Much better. No need for armor on our way to the show. And of course, it's Star Citizen, so it wouldn't be the alpha if there wasn't a display bug of some kind. Yep, definitely not the clothing that I chose. The tan line's definitely interesting, though. Not sure what to think about that. There we go. Much better. All fixed. And we'll go ahead and head out the door now. Have a quick look out. If we can get the camera to do what we want it to do. And you can actually see there off in the distance the fireworks. That is the Invictus Hall. We'll do a flyby in a little bit and have a closer look at the outside, the exterior of that as well. But for now, let's pop on down to the lobby and catch ourselves a train. Yeah, this face cam definitely still needs work. I know I get a lot of comments from people saying that it's creepy, but I also get a lot of comments from people saying that they love it, so we're going to keep up with it and we're going to just see how it goes. All right, here we are, lift going down. Welcome to the lobby of New Babbage, of the Common, not the Commons, the Aspire Grand. Now, we're just going to pass it quickly here, but if you notice there off to the left, That is the entrance to the hospital. Now, unfortunately, that was going to be opening up, I believe, originally in 3.14. That's now been pushed back to 3.15 with the other medical gameplay. But the devs have been releasing a couple videos lately that show some really, really nice footage of that hospital. It's looking very nice. So here we are, Invictus show floor this way. Alright, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and, you've all seen the tram before. It's nothing too special. We're going to go ahead and speed up the footage a bit, make our train journey just a little bit faster, and we will catch back up at the expo hall. Made it to Tobin Convention Center. We're heading into Invictus now. We've also got the banners as we go in. Now this is the same hall that we used for IAE 2950. Obviously just redecorated for the new event. So a nice little banner area here with the planters. And as we come up, we've got the giant Invictus Launch Week logos, distinct in service, the Navy recruitment logo, slogan rather. And then we have a statue, and I've seen the statue a few times in some of the advertising, but it really does just look excellent. It's just a great kind of, it really does make me think of military artwork that you see at a number of kind of memorial parks and things of that nature. We're just going to have a quick run through here, pick up a few clothing items, some Crusader stuff. We've just recently gotten the new C2 and M2. I've not actually purchased those, but as I do have a BMM, I currently have a C2 as a loaner, and I've been doing a bit of trading with it and quite liking it. So yeah, we'll go ahead and grab those real quick. Never hurts to have more options. Having a look around, we've already got the Misc stuff. I got it way back in the day. Aegis doesn't really interest me too much. Here we see the Invictus shirts. Now, these shirts give me a little bit of trouble. As you can see in the voiceover video, I finally did get one. But it took some effort. It definitely took some effort. We get errors occurred, stock level problems. We get that a couple times actually. And as you can see, I kind of give up here at that one at the moment. We're going to pop on over to the other side, see what's over there, and we'll give it another go in a little bit. So over here we've got Aegis, we've got RSI. The new ship that's been premiered today is an RSI ship. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. We've got Anvil Aerospace here. And then again, we've got the Invictus t-shirt. Again, we're going to attempt to purchase it. And that's right. Again, we are going to get an error. Not really sure what was going on with these. But as you can see, I did eventually get one. Gonna head just over to the middle here. Go ahead and pick up our new Invictus Launch Week hat. After trying the shirt again. And having another stock error. They really need some more stock people here. There we go, grabbing our new hat. And then, of course, have to have a look at the leather Invictus flight jacket. This is just a beautiful jacket. The only complaint I can possibly say that I have about it is that because you buy it with AUEC, it does not link to your account, which means that we will eventually lose it, either through a inventory reboot or through the beta and the alpha. I really wish that for special events like IAE, Fleet Week, etc., these items would be bound to our account. I do know that for IAE there were some items that you could buy in the website shop that do bind to your account, but these kind of event-specific dated items don't seem to be among that, which is a little bit frustrating. I think it'd be really cool to eventually, in another 5-10 years when the game comes out, be able to look back and say, yeah, I was at IAE 2950, I was at Fleet Week 2951, I was at whatever events these may be. Here we are with yet another clothing bug. Our new stuff is not showing again. Come on, CIG. I mean, how long does it take to put a jacket on? Not this long. Really, just, I mean, you know, not this long. Yep, just go ahead and, yeah. I mean, you know, past me, check it again. That's definitely gonna help. Yeah, sure. Just thinking. What was I thinking? That's not gonna help. No. Should have just moved on and gone from there. And eventually, there we go. Finally moved on. Finally got the hint. Alright, gonna head on up in the lift. And not going in that lift. Nope. Nope. Just going to go ahead and try another one. And again. Come on, CIG. You can do it. You can make a lift that does not go to oblivion. There we are. Third time's a charm. Go ahead and jump in the lift. Head on up to the showroom floor. The showroom floor, the event hall. Yeah. Need some good elevator music to bop out to. Alright, so as we first come in, we have this nice entryway, and starts out blank, and then we get a hologram.
Invictus is an opportunity to celebrate those who are about to embark on their journey in the
Go ahead and listen to this guy for a minute.
UAE United in Purpose. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. 2951 Invictus Expo Hall. Celebrated since 25 years, Invictus gives the public an opportunity to see the latest and greatest additions to the UAE Navy fleet. People want to see what life is like aboard a capital ship. This year's Invictus is offering a rare opportunity to explore an active duty Javelin destroyer. Get an inside look at some of
he
your favorite manufacturers' ships.
He does to me.
Check the daily schedule for directions. Please consult our maps to take advantage of all the exhibits this year's Invictus has to offer. Be sure to check back every day to see the full lineup of ships and technology now available.
Yes, we'll go ahead and start moving on. And around here we have a screen that's doing various advertisements. It's cycling through various adverts. I don't know how many different ones there are. I don't sit here through a full loop or even through a full advert, really. CIG is really good with their kind of marketing, making it actually part of the game within the game, though. And I really do like that.
Invictus Launch Hat. Not only
marks the
graduation
stand here.
of starmen and pilots entering service into the
It doesn't actually do anything, but it's got some nice little info panels here. I'm not gonna kind of include all of them, but I highly suggest actually checking them out when you go to the show yourself.
So
It's
so
nice little
life in
lore
the UAE
information.
Navy is about building a better universe for your loved ones.
Up the massively long staircase here, and into the main hall. Now, the first thing we're going to see as we go into the main hall is the very large ships in the back, the Constellation series. And there are a couple smaller ships in front as well. We've got kind of the signs telling us about what Invictus Launch Week is. I'm not going to read it out, but you can pause if you'd like to have a look at that. Map of the convention hall. So as you can see, tonight we've just got the main hall and then one of the offshoots, and then downstairs. Coffee to go. We might need to stop by there in a little bit. I'm already yawning a bit. Alright, so this middle expo hall here, this is RSI. So the first ship we're going to come across here is the Mantis. This is the interdiction ship. Looks beautiful, I just don't see any purpose in it as of yet in the game. Nevertheless, though, it's got a nice little blurb about the ship itself. And if you use your inner thought, you can rent the ship. I'm going to go ahead and do that just because I might take advantage of the sale and do a bit of flying around. That's the stairway going down. We're not headed there yet. Over here we've got one of the Auroras. I say one of because I'm going to be completely honest. There's that many letters behind the Aurora that I don't even try to keep up with them anymore. There's lots of them, and to be honest, I don't fly any of them. Although in this instance, again, I'm going to go ahead and rent it just because it allows me to have a go in it and record some footage possibly for the channel, try it out, and also because it's a very low-cost ship, a lot of people do have it. So if I want to do any kind of comparisons later on with the Javelin or the Bengal, I can kind of fly alongside them in that one, and more people will have an idea. So here we have one of the constellations. I really do like the look of these ships. I just really don't like the way that they fly. That's a personal assessment. It is one that a lot of people share, though not everyone shares. I do love the fact that they've got the little snub fighter in the back. That's a really neat addition. It's the first working ship-to-ship docking that we've got. So, I mean, yeah, they do certainly have their place. I just think they're too sluggish. They're too hard to align and to move for me. Nevertheless, as you can see here, I am going to go ahead and grab a couple of them because I haven't really explored the ship-to-ship docking that much, and I might like to do so. Invictus launching is an opportunity for the public and the UAE Navy to celebrate the next generation of men and women who are about to join our ranks. All right, heading off into the side hall now. Now, the first thing that's going to kind of greet you as you move into the side hall here is this quite beautiful red and white ship. Now, this is a specific squadron's military livery. This is I believe, the 99th or the 999th Squadron's F8 Lightning. These guys are kind of the Blue Angels, or that type of kind of flight team for the in-game UAE Navy. I know that there will be ways to get this ship through Squadron 42 completion. It's also available as a concierge reward, I believe, or a referral bonus. So, although the ship is not out yet, there will eventually be ways to get this ship and to fly it. Yep. So again, there are lots of panels around all over the place here. For I think there's at least one for every ship talking about kind of the history of the ship or the purpose of the ship or in that case the squadron that the ship comes from. So as we move here into the kind of side hallway, we've got another really lovely display of military uniforms. So this is the various different parts of the UAE Navy. Now I can't tell you exactly what parts here, but I'd say this one looks kind of like an officer's uniform. This one over here looks more like it could be a ship's crew and then a pilot, obviously, holding the helmet there. I'm pretty sure of that one. And then we have here maybe a deck crew or an engineer, and then this is definitely kind of like a flight deck personnel. Gonna go ahead and move on into the hull here. And this actually has all of the manufacturers today other than RSI that's in the main hallway. So first off over here to the side, the bright orange tells us that we are looking at Argo. So we have the various MPUVs, I believe they are. So these are kind of non-quantum equipped. These are basically forklifts. There's one with a pod for carrying people, one with a pod for carrying cargo. It can be fitted with various different pods. But yeah, these are all just kind of short-range transport from point A to point B. A lot of the larger ships, like the Javelin, will come with one of these just for ferrying things around. I certainly, they're not a ship I would recommend buying, but they will come with some larger ships on anyway, and those are usually ships that they have a purpose with. So in that case, they are worth having. Next up, we've got one of the Mustangs, and again, it fails me which one that it is. I think it could be the Delta. Yep, it's the Delta. So this is Consolidated Outlands. This is the same company that brings us the Nomad and ships like that. It's a decent little fighter, but it's certainly not the one that I would recommend to anyone. And then off to the side here, we've got a couple of the more, I say more combat-focused Origin ships. None of the Origin ships are really that combat-focused. They're more luxury and style than anything. But we've got the 325 and I believe the 300 series. One of the nice things about the Expo, and I haven't done it with any of the other ships here, but just as a demo here, you are able to actually get into these ships, have a look at the interiors, wander around, and check them out. So I've showed the 315 on the channel before. This is very similar to it, just black rather than a different color scheme. They don't have any of the extra appliances in here, but the black and red definitely does look nice. I will give it that much. I actually ended up melting my 315 just because I didn't tend to use it that much. I've got a number of larger ships. I've got the Carrack. I've got a lot of ships such as that I fly instead. Unfortunately, it's a lovely ship. I do really like it. I just didn't have a need for it in my fleet at the moment. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head back towards the middle. And once we get back to the middle, we're going to head downstairs. So we're going to come back past the suits, back past the F8 Lightning, get stuck on something there for a second. And it is really nice because if you actually walk through here slowly and listen, you like to hear some of the NPCs kind of just mumbling their thoughts on various different things. There you go, someone yawning. It is a nice bit of immersion. It's not working 100% yet. We always have to keep saying this is an alpha. There are still things being developed. It's not finished, but it really does kind of give an indication of where they're going and what we can expect to see once they get there. And this game, I have to say at this point, is about 50-50 for me, or maybe even 40-60 of enjoying it now versus just being in awe of where they're going and what it's going to be when they get there. Uh, I'm so impressed every time I look at it. I'm so disappointed every time things get pushed back, but uh, I work in IT. I work in change controls, so I understand the delivery charts, and I understand things getting pushed back. So even though I get frustrated as a player, as a backer, as a contributor, um, I still have to understand. We have to push things back in my role at work quite often. Sometimes it's just out of your hands, and things happen, and that's just the way it is. Just having a quick peek at the Ursa rovers here. Um, they're nice, but there's not really that much need for them just yet. I'm sure that they will have a purpose one day, just not yet. Now then, this is a really nice bit of the Invictus that I very much like. This is actually a history of all of the kind of important dates for various things to do with Invictus. Now, I'm not going to read them all out. I'm not going to kind of stop on each and every one of them. If you're very crafty, you could probably pause and read all of it. Here, what I would actually suggest is log into the game. The free fly starts tomorrow. And just read them in game yourself. It's much more satisfying than doing it on a video. Uh, Now then, heading into the last part of the expo hall here, we have the Hall of Holograms. So here we've got various vehicles and ships that are not yet out, but we can kind of have a look at. So this is the Origin. I believe it's the G12. This is a kind of a competitor to the Rover. It's an all-terrain kind of vehicle, a little bit more luxury, but just not my thing. I don't really see the need for it. Next up, one of the bigger ships in the game, we have the Polaris. Now, I believe we have both the Polaris and the Perseus on display down here. These are two kind of sub-capital ships or small capital ships, or some people argue corvettes, frigates, whatever. I don't really get too caught up in those terms. They're big ships, kind of hammerhead size. Yep. This is actually the Connie Taurus. So this is the constellation that's not out yet. But yeah, when it comes to those big ships, those are kind of, to me at least, not the gameplay I'm aiming for. I'm more commerce focused. Those are more warships. So yeah. Yep. And there we go with the other one. I believe this is the Perseus. Uh, I mean, they are beautiful looking ships. They do look really nice. Um, I can't fault that at all, but just not my cup of tea. Yeah, Perseus. And then last, but certainly not least, we're going to turn around the corner here, and the ship that has been the talk of everywhere since it's been announced a couple days ago, the Scorpius from RSI. This is the new kind of X-Wing looking heavy fighter with the turret that can be fit into either a forward or a tail gun position. I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't bought it outright, but I did pick up a CCU to it just in case the price goes up, because I do think it's neat, and I probably will end up exploring it in the future. It's got 4 gimbaled size 2s on the wings for the pilot, and then the turret has 4 size 3 fixed for the co-pilot, which is a remote turret gunner. Um, I like the look of it. I mean, it is definitely derivative of an X-wing or I believe it's the Star Fury out of Babylon 5. But I mean, you're going to get derivative elements that makes sense, and getting them from RSI makes even more sense because if you look at the in-game history, supposedly RSI was founded by Chris Roberts, um, and obviously I'm sure Chris Roberts has seen Babylon 5 and Star Wars and all of the rest of that. So, yeah, I can see it. I get it. I'm not upset by it. We're gonna go ahead and head out of the hall here, and that's gonna wrap up our tour of the Invictus Hall today. Uh, yeah, just before we head out, I do pop over here and have a look at the weapons. I don't go through all of these, but just to demonstrate here that the guns that are on display are all military hardware, and you can actually purchase those and equip them to your ships. So I do that here just kind of to show how easily it's done. 13,000 AUEC for that one. Don't know why I needed that one. I'm not even sure I'll use it, but I've got it now. And then I'm going to stop off here, and there's another recruitment booth. And then I think I'm going to stop off by the coffee stand for a drink before I head out. But we'll wrap up the video there. I will be following up with a couple more videos. I am going to head up to Everest Harbor and have a look at the Javelin and the Bingle. And then for Invictus, I'm planning to do a video for each separate hull as they release. Now, as I said at the start of the video, my health has not been best lately. That's why videos have dropped off. But I am going to start trying to build some more content. After Invictus, it will probably be... I'm going to aim for 1 video a week to start with, and we'll see how things go from there. By all means, like I said at the start of the video, like, subscribe. I'll also say go ahead and keep commenting below. I am still looking for that 300 subscriber mark, and when we hit that mark, we do have a Origin 300i to give away. That will be selected randomly out of all of the people who are subscribed and have left comments. And yeah, good luck to everyone on that. And we'll go ahead and wrap up there, and I will see you in the verse.